Christchurch is a gorgeous city set along the Avon River. It's the largest city on New Zealand's South Island, and it feels like there's something nice around every corner of the town centre. But we had been warned that New Zealand isn't the most vegan friendly place in the world.
So, how was the vegan food scene in Christchurch? Let's find out.
We took an intercity bus from Tekapo to Christchurch and reached the city in the evening. For dinner, we were off to Dosa Kitchen. Vidhi and I now live in Bali, so every chance we get at Dosa, we generally go for it. There were clearly marked vegan options, which is actually quite unusual at Indian restaurants.
We had an amazing masala dosa served with sambar and 2 types of chutneys. Everything was really tasty. The chutneys were also really good, and it almost felt like we were back home. And we tried this Sri Lankan dish called kottu, which was basically roti cut up into strips like noodles, like a fried noodle kind of dish but using rotis, and that was also really tasty. So we had a great meal here. Both dishes were very good and they were not very expensive. And there were lots of stalls here. Food from all over the world, all cuisines, like there was Thai food, Malaysian food, Sri Lankan food, Indian food, Mediterranean food, everything. And most of the places had vegan options. You must check this place out.
Ben and Jerry's had a couple of vegan options, and Vidhi absolutely loved this vegan strawberry cheesecake gelato. There's something really special about having an ice cream in cold weather.
So good. We enjoyed our dinner yesterday from Dosa Kitchen so much that we are back here again to have some breakfast. And we have ordered some hot uttapams. And this place is so famous. Like there was a long queue while ordering. So good. This stuff is as good as stuff back home. And it's located in this market which is bubbling with people, and there's such good energy here. Really nice place.
After breakfast and a lovely chat with some new friends from Birmingham, we decided to walk along the Avon River. The city has done a great job making public spaces of all shapes and sizes in the town centre. The river anchors all of these spaces, and it's these kind of open urban spaces that we really lack back home in Mumbai. There's a cute tram that still runs through the town centre if that's something you like. And there's even some really nice street art all over the city. For lunch, we decided to have a picnic lunch by the Avon River.
So we took away some pizza from Hell's Pizza. They have multiple branches along Christchurch and they have lots of vegan pizza options. Let's try it out. So good. Yeah, we got a thin crust. The crust is really good. The sauce is really good. Cheese has melted very well. It's salted well. And lots of good toppings. Love this. It's one of our favorite pizzas we have had all around the world. It's that good.
We then spent the entire afternoon and evening in the beautiful Botanical Gardens. It was a lovely clear day, and it felt magical to find a shaded spot to just relax and take it all in. We are both architects and we are passionate about urban design, and urban spaces like these make us really happy. For dinner, we were back to the Riverside Market. We decided to head to Hanoi Alley. The spring rolls were good but not great. The banh mi was also just good. The bread was fine and the pickled veggies and sauce was nice, but it wasn't special. The way every banh mi is special in Vietnam. It's the one cuisine that hasn't been replicated well anywhere else in the world that we've been to. We were still a bit hungry, so we got the Mysore masala dosa from Dosa Kitchen again. This was delicious as usual. Next morning, we went to Barefoot Plant-Based, one of the only fully vegan eateries in the city. The hot chocolate was nice in a chilled out sort of way, and the breakfast plate was good but not great. The beans were nice, so was the tofu and mushrooms, but the sausage was not good. It was extremely dry and chewy. Maybe we got it on a bad day. Before getting here, we were warned by friends and relatives that New Zealand is not a good place for vegans or vegetarians. but our own experience was very positive. And I think these are the reasons why. Almost every spot we went to had clearly marked vegan options. You should be able to find a couple of options wherever you go. Even this little cafe at Waiotapu Thermal Park had a vegan salad sandwich and this vegan Snickers bar. There is a great awareness of dietary restrictions. Menus are clearly marked, and if they aren't, many places have a reference binder for the staff to check the exact ingredients of a particular dish. Sometimes, if nothing's vegan, they'll customize something for you. Like this delicious hummus sandwich at the rest stop on our bus trip to Tekapo. Everyone is so friendly, and they take that extra moment to help you out, even on a busy day. The local produce is of a very good quality. I was blown away by the tomatoes here. They were so tasty that you could easily have them as fruits. These New Zealand avocados made the creamiest, most decadent guac that I have ever had. The cherries and peaches were great, and so were the salad leaves and veggies. This means that even simple sandwiches, salads, and stir fries pack a real punch and became a source of excitement for us. New Zealand is supposed to be a sleepy country of old farmers, but this was not our experience. It has some vibrant cities with a great vibe in the evenings. In Queenstown, we got pizzas delivered at 10 pm. In Christchurch and Wellington, you could easily find places open till 10 pm or even midnight. Even the restaurants in the tiny Tekapo stayed open till quite late. The food in New Zealand is consistently well salted. On our travels, especially at vegan restaurants, this can be a bit of a problem, where we find the food to be very undersalted. The international influence on the food here is very clear. Even in Lake Tekapo, a town of 500 residents, there was an Indian restaurant, a couple of Chinese restaurants, and even a Thai one. This means that you have more options for tasty, spicy, well-balanced meals wherever you go. The cheap and delicious way to feed yourself is one of these many vegan pies you can find in New Zealand. They cost about $5 to $8 and they are consistently delicious. In New Zealand, a main for one is usually between $15 to $30. So pie costs just a fraction of that and they are tasty and filling. And all of these points were applicable to Christchurch too. Overall, we loved the food here. Most places had clearly marked vegan options and everyone knew what vegan meant. Everything was tasty too, well seasoned and spiced. There is clearly a massive Asian influence to the food here, and that can only be a good thing.
So, if you're planning a trip to Christchurch, it's time to get really excited.